children, today we will do revision 4. Yes, class 3 SST revision 4. Today we will do revision on chapter 18, Life of the Early Man part 2. Life of the Early Man part 2. It is a history chapter. Okay children, we have discussed this chapter, isn't it? And it has been long back. So let us quickly brush up what we have studied so far. We have studied that how early man learned farming. Farming was one of the most important change which took place in life of early man. As time passed, early man learned more, isn't it? And they had a very good observing power, isn't it? Because if they wouldn't have observed how after eating some seeds they dropped it onto the soil and how it grew into small plants. So they observed that, they realized that how could seeds grow into new plants. So what happened, one day someone picked up some grains of wheat and few of grains fell into the earth, onto the soil, isn't it? And after many days, after weeks later, he observed that the fallen grains that he had sprouted and began to grow. Sprouted means grow into a new plant after germination. Okay, that is called sprouted. And so, by observing this, he gathered more wild grains and planted them in the ground, and in time they produced grains. So this is how they probably learned farming, isn't it? And what were some of the crops that early man grew? They grew crops like rice, wheat, barley, etc. And we have learned in Life of the Early Man part 1 that early man was wanderer. Wanderer means he used to move from one place to another in search of food. Okay, but by this time when he had learned farming, what happened? Early man was no longer a wanderer. What happened? Because the need of food was met with, isn't it? They have learned farming, and now there was no need for them to move from one place to another in search of food, because they could now grow crops and they had to look after their crops, isn't it? So, and crops did not grow in 1 or 2 days. It took little days, weeks, months, isn't it? So, to take care of their crops, they started living in one place, in permanent places, and they began to live in mud houses, isn't it? And slowly they were becoming settlers. Okay, they were now living in mud houses. That means they were looking for permanent houses. Got it? And they also kept cattle, okay, which they would kill for food. They used to eat meat, no, isn't it? They used to kill animals and they used to eat meat of those animals. So they started taming animals. They also started keeping cattle for which they could use to kill and have it as meat. Okay, they had crops, they had meat, isn't it? And from the animals which they used to keep. So now there was no need for them to wander from one place to another. He also learned to tame animals like cows, goats, sheep, dogs and horses. And these animals were tamed for what? They could work for these early human, and also they gave him milk and meat. So the early man kept on changing with time. They were becoming better and better and better and better. And slowly they learned the invention of wheel. They learned how to invent wheel. So how it happened? It was one of the greatest invention of man, isn't it? At first, how did they used to move heavy objects? They used to put the heavy objects on sledges. What a sledge? Sledge is used to be a frame of sticks which was pulled by dogs. But it was difficult to drag or pull it. Okay, and on an uneven and rough surface. So what he did, he placed round sticks under a sledge and he saw that it moved easily. So it worked as wheel for them. So these were probably the first wheels he discovered. And he might have gone up the hill slope and he might have cut down cylindrical logs of wood, and he might have seen that how those cylindrical log of wheel used to turn and used to roll down much quickly and much easily. So now he started making wheels. He made those logs of wood into small cylindrical logs on which he could move bigger logs. Thus he discovered wheel. This is how he discovered wheel. And he made wheel by cutting slices from round log of wood. And he also made a hole in between through which he can, holes are made through their centers, through which he could attach the axles. Okay. The wheeled cart made transportation much easy, and soon animals were used to draw it. So earlier they used to pull those wheeled cart, but later on they attached animals like cows, bullocks, isn't it, horses, and it made transportation much easier for them. Thus, with the help of wheel, he could move easily from one place to another. Wheel did not help in transportation only. Wheel also helped in making pottery. The potter's wheel was developed by the early man, and it improved the making of pottery. So what improved the making of pottery? The potter's wheel. And the wheel was also used quite easily in spinning also to make their clothes. Okay. So this was how wheel was used for transportation, for making potteries, and for spinning also it was used. So the potter's wheel and the firing kiln made possible the creation of durable pottery. Durable pottery means things which cannot be damaged easily. Okay. So they made pottery. If you make something with mud, okay, it can change its shape because it is not hard, isn't it? To make it hard, what you have to do? You have to put it in a kiln. Okay, an oven type. What is a kiln? A kiln is a large oven for firing, burning or drying such thing as bricks, isn't it? So kiln is used to harden those mud objects. Okay, like if they made pottery, pots. Okay, after making the pots, they used to put it into the kiln. Okay, the bricks that is used, now the bricks are used to make houses, isn't it? So these bricks are also put into the kiln to make it hard. Okay. Thus the invention of wheel proved to be a milestone in man's advancement. So slowly and steadily they started learning new things. They began to live in groups and communities, and slowly villages came up, then towns and cities grew. Okay, and he learned to read and write. Thus he invented and made things we use today. Thus man has totally changed the world. So this is what we have learnt in the early man part. Okay, I hope you have brushed up your memory by this quick recapitulation that we had brought. So I hope you have understood the chapter very well. And now I will give you a few questions that I have set for you all. There are 3 sets of questions. First is the long type of question, then we have the short types of questions, and then we have the objective types of questions. Okay. So long questions and the short questions I will discuss with you, but the objective types of questions you will try it, you will solve it by yourself. Okay. So we will now first move to the long question types. Answer the following. These are long types of questions. Okay. So you have to answer these questions. I have sought out 4 questions for you all. These questions you will have to answer in 2 to 3 lines or 3 to 4 lines, whatever you feel like. You have to write it in your own words. Okay. I will just discuss with you all, give you all hints so that you all can write it without any problem. Got it? Now first question I will read out for you. How did early man learn farming? Let us repeat the question. How did early man learn farming? Got it? So, how they learn farming. So, one day someone picked up some grains of wheat. A few of grains fell into the earth. Weeks later, he observed that the fallen grains had sprouted and began to grow. So, he gathered more wild grains and planted them in the ground, and in time produced grains. This was probably the way farming began. So, this was how early man learned farming. Okay, by chance they observed that how grains which fell onto the earth sprouted into new plant, and so they thought that if they put more grains into the earth, into the soil, they would grow more plants, and so they put more grains into the earth, and they saw that how those grains grew into new plants, and this was how they learned farming. Got it? So you will get the answer in first page, page 97. How did the early man learn farming? Farming was one of the most important changes in the life of early man. You will start like this. In one day someone picked up some grains of wheat. A few grains fell into the earth. Weeks later, he observed that the fallen grains had sprouted and began to grow. He gathered more wild grains and planted them in ground, and in time produced grains. This was how early man learned farming. Got it? I hope you all have understood. This answer you will get it on page 97 of your chapter, The Life of Early Man, part 2. Now we will move on to the second question. How did taming of animals help the early man? I repeat question number 2. How did taming of animals help the early man? Children, I have told you all that early man started taming animals, isn't it? So, how taming of animals helped the early man? So, you can write, early man learned to tame animals like cows, dogs, goats, sheep, dogs, horses, etc. These animals worked for him and gave him milk and meat. Got it? So, you can write what you will write. It is on page 98. Okay. How did taming of animals help the early man? Early man learned to tame animals like cows, goats, sheep, dogs and horses. These animals worked for him and gave him milk and meat. Got it? Now we will move to question number 3. Explain how early man discovered wheel. I repeat the question. Explain how early man discovered wheel. So, discovery of wheel was, this answer is a little big. So, what you have to write? You have to write, the early man, while cutting down the trees on hill slopes, the early man discovered that cylindrical logs roll down much quickly. He made them into small cylindrical logs on which he could move bigger logs. Thus, he discovered wheel. This answer is also on page 98. So, the question is, explain how early man discovered wheel. You will write, while cutting down the trees on hill slopes, the early man discovered that cylindrical logs rolled down much quickly. He made them into small cylindrical logs on which he could move bigger logs. Thus, he discovered wheel. Got it? Now we will move to question number 4. How did the early man made a wheel? I repeat the question. How did the early man made a wheel? The earlier question was how he discovered wheel, how he knew that wheels could be made, that was discovered wheel. Now this question is, how did the early man made a wheel? Now they had discovered wheel, Now they started making wheel, isn't it? So you will get the answer on page 99. The early man made a wheel by cutting slices from the round log of wood. Holes were made through their centers. Okay. So you can write the early man made a wheel by cutting slices from the round logs of wood. Got it? You have to write just till here only. Okay. So I repeat the answer once again. Listen very carefully. The early man made a wheel by cutting slices from the round log of wood. Got it? These were the 4 questions, long question types, which you can write it in your own words also by using the hints that I have given you. Okay. So you all will copy down all these questions and then you all will write all the answers. Now we will move on to short question types. Okay. We will do short question types and we will discuss the answers. Now children, see, these set of questions are short question types. Okay. You have to answer in 1 or 2 sentences. Got it? Answer the following. Very briefly you have to answer. These are short types of questions. You have to answer in 1 or 2 lines, sentences. Okay. The first question we will go. Name some vehicles which move on the wheels. I repeat the question. Name some vehicles which move on the wheels. There are lots of vehicles, isn't it? Which moves on wheels, like cars, buses, motorbikes, train, isn't it? There are lots of vehicles which move on wheels of today's time. Okay, so you have to write the names of vehicles which move on wheels. You can write any 5 vehicles name. Okay, so you write some of the vehicles which move on the wheels are dash 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 5. Any 5 names you can give. Cars, bus, trucks, then train, then aeroplane, whatever. Okay. Now question number 2. Name some crops the early man grew. So the early man, they started growing crops, isn't it? So you have to name some crops the early man grew. So you have to write the early man grew crops like rice, wheat, barley, etc. Got it? So some crops the early man grew are, the early man grew crops like rice, wheat, barley, etc. Got the answer? Now we will move to question number 3. Name some animals tamed by the early man. We all know that early man learned to tame animals, isn't it? For their own benefit. To get milk, to get meat, isn't it? So you have to name some animals tamed by the early man. So what you can write? You can write the animals tamed by the early man were cow, goat, sheep, dog and horses. Okay. So you can write some animals tamed by the early man were cows, goat, sheep, dog and horses. Got it? Now we will move to question number 4. What is a sledge? I repeat, question number 4. What is a sledge? So what is a sledge? You will get the answer from page 98. A sledge used to be a frame of sticks which was pulled by dogs. Got it? What is a sledge? A sledge is a frame of sticks which was pulled by dogs. Got the answer to question number 4? Now we will move to question number 5. What made transportation much easy? I repeat the question. What made transportation much easy? So they used to move from one place to another, isn't it? So what made? transportation much easy? After the invention of wheel, the wheel made, isn't it? So you will write the wheel cart made transportation much easy for them. Okay. So question number 5, what made transportation much easy? It is on page 99. You will get the answer. The wheel cart made transportation much easy. Till that you have to write. Okay. So once again let me repeat the question and give you the answer. Question number 5, what made transportation much easy? The wheeled cart made transportation much easy. Got it? The wheeled cart, isn't it? Earlier they used to pull them, no? And it was very difficult for them. Then they learned, they discovered wheel. They attached the wheel to those cart and they started pulling them. So the wheel cart made transportation much easier. Got it? Now we will move to question number 6. What was one of the great invention of man? I repeat question number 6. What was one of the great invention of man? What was one of the great invention of man? Invention of wheel. The wheel is one of the great invention of man, isn't it? So, what was the great invention of man? What thing he invented that we have learnt in this chapter, which was one of the great invention of man, always invention of man? It was the wheel. The wheel is one of the great invention of man. So, the answer to question number 6 is, what was one of the great invention of man? The wheel is one of the great invention of man, isn't it? Now we will move to question number 7. Give 2 other uses of wheel other than transportation. We all know that wheel was used for transportation, isn't it? What were the 2 other uses of wheel? In which 2 other way the early man used wheel, isn't it? So let me repeat the question. Give 2 other uses of wheel other than transportation. What you will write? You will write, first one other than transportation was, first is potter's wheel and second is wheel used for spinning. Okay. So the 2 other uses of wheel other than transportation were potter's wheel to make pottery, and the wheel was also used quite easily in spinning. Okay. So use of wheel for spinning. Got it? These were the 2 other uses of wheel other than transportation. Other than moving from one place to another, they started making pottery with the help of wheel. Pots they used to make with the help of wheel. And the second other use was, they also used wheel for spinning. Spinning of clothes, spinning of threads. Okay. Now question number 8. What is a kiln? I repeat question number 8. What is a kiln? A kiln is a large oven for firing, burning or drying such things as bricks. A kiln is what? If we make something out of mud, it is very soft, children, isn't it? But to make it hard, to harden it, we have to put it into a big oven, firing oven type thing. It is known as kiln. This kiln means an oven, a very big oven for firing, burning or drying such things as bricks. So just imagine people at those times, they used to make pots out of mud, out of clay, but they were soft, no? And they were not easy to handle because they used to break, they used to change its shape, whenever anyone used to hold it. So to make it hard, to make it durable, they had to be put into kiln. A kiln is a large oven for firing, burning or drying such things as bricks. The meaning of the word is given on page 99. If you look into your chapter, page 99, new words, kiln. a large oven for firing, burning or drying such things as bricks. The bricks of the house are also made of, are put into kiln to harden it, to make it hard, so that they can be used, isn't it? So a kiln is what you will write straight away from the book, from New Words, that is given on page 99. Kiln, a large oven for firing, burning or drying such things as bricks. Got it? So I hope you all can write all the answers to the questions that I have given you all. There are 8 questions that I have given you all. Okay. So you all will write down the questions and answer them shortly, briefly. Okay. Now we will move on to the objective type of questions.
Sure.
Now see children, these are objective type of questions. Okay. Objective type of questions means you all have to answer it in only 1 or 2 words as necessary. Okay. You don't have to write it in full sentence. You have to just write 1 word or 2 words, whichever it is necessary. You write 1 or 2 words. Do not write it in full sentences. Okay. These objective type of questions, I will just read out the questions for you all. These are very easy and you all have to solve it by yourself. Okay. You all have to write the answers by yourself. You go through the chapter thoroughly and you will get all the answers. Okay. So let us start. Question number 1. Name 2 things that changed the life of early man. 2 great things happened. No. He invented something, he discovered something, isn't it? So you have to write the names of those 2 things. Only the name. Okay. Dash and dash. Only the name you have to write. Name 2 things that changed the life of early man. In this chapter, what we have learned, 2 things I have learned. No? In the first page you will find one and in the second page you will find the other. In Life of the Early Man part 2, 2 things he had learned, and 1 thing he discovered, 1 thing he invented. So you have to write the name of those 2 things. Got it? Now question number 2. Where did the early man began to live? As they became settlers from wanderers, they started living in what? So you have to write just the name of that. Okay. Question number 3. What helped the early man to move easily from one place to another? Okay. What helped the early man to move easily from one place to another? You have to write only the name. Got it? It is written easily. Okay. From one place to another. We will move to question number 4. What made possible the creation of durable pottery for domestic purposes? So what made possible? There are 2 things. Okay. You have to write the name of those 2 things. So it is given on the last page of the chapter. Go through the chapter, read it very well. You will get all the answers. It is from within the chapter only that I have given. What made possible the creation of durable? Durable means things which cannot be damaged easily. Okay, durable pottery for domestic purpose. Durable means which cannot be broken, which cannot be damaged easily. Okay, so what made possible the creation of durable pottery for domestic purposes? Okay, understood everyone? Now we will move to question number 5. What proved to be a milestone in man's advancement? This answer you all will all know, I suppose. What proved to be a milestone in man's advancement? Question number 6 and question number 7 are fill in the blank type. Let me read the question for you. Question number 6. Early man used to move heavy objects by pulling them on dash. Early man used to move heavy objects by pulling them on dash. Got it? Question number 7. The early man began to live in groups and dash. The early man, they began to live in groups and dash. You have to fill in these 2 blanks. Okay? Last question is what improved the making of pottery? Last question is what improved the making of pottery? Just the name you have to give. Got it? I hope you all have all understood these questions. The answers I have not given it to you all, but you all will write it by yourself. Okay. So, before sitting down to write the answers to these questions, I request you all to go through the chapter thoroughly and then you all sit down. Then you will find all the answers very easily. Got it? Thank you children for watching and bye for now.